My name is Ilter and I am a 600 Euro chess player. I can proudly say that we can sacrifice our king for our queens because king is useless. He have no powers. He uses other pieces to protect himself, but when it comes to protect others, he just ran away. That's how chess world called it actually. If you don't have context, I want to give you that I want to reach at 1500 Elo. There are two things that I need to improve. First is of course chess, and the second is my English. As you can clearly listen that I am not rich in vocabulary because English is not my native language. In this particular game, I got an opponent of 1200 ranking. How? Because when you create a new account in chess.com give you a ranking of 1200, 1600, and 400. And when you choose intermediate in a chess.com section, it will give you the ranking of 1200. So I just played with an 1200 player, and he tried to scholar me. That's funny how player thinks. And I just forced him to resign. Like I'm a 600 Edo and he's 1200. Let's see how this goes. And you really gonna love that. So he started with king's pawn. I replied it with similar pawn. And then he just bring his queen out. This is the position where we do a lot of blunder. Like we normally do, boom. It looks normal, right? But there's a problem. Boom, boom, and boom. You lost your rook. And like I was in this position for hundreds of times, and I know that how to protect this. So I just protected it with knight because now if I push my that similar pawn, he cannot take that pawn because that pawn is protected by my knight. So he just stick to his plan. He wanted to checkmate me as soon as possible, but I'm not stupid. I just pushed my this pawn. The idea is that now I want to kick and also prevent that checkmate. And he did this. And I'm not gonna lie, thousands of the beginners like me fall for this trap. Like we think that oh now checkmate is gone, we're gonna develop normally. But this is not where you have to develop other pieces because now if you move some random piece, boom, you got a checkmated because still that queen and that bishop is looking at your king. Okay, so I of course developed it with my knight. Now he cannot checkmate me. He cannot checkmate me. So he just developed his knight. I think the intention behind this knight was castling, but I was wrong. Why? Let's see. I just developed my bishop and also I want to castle as soon as possible because when your king is in the middle, a lot of problem will happen. Like they will give you checks, 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 and at the end you will do some blunders and get mated. So he moves his pawn. That's why I'm saying that he will not want to castle, and he suffered because of that not castling there. I'm going to show you how, but let's see. So the intention behind this move was he wanted to open his bishop and attack my knight. So I castled, then he just moved random pawn. I don't know it's a good move or bad, but at that moment I thought that yeah, it's a bad move. It's a bad move. I have listened thousands of the grandmaster where they say that when the king is in the middle, attack in the middle. That's how you win the game. So I just boom, attack the middle, and I just forgot that the pawn was attacked by three pieces. How? Because queen is also protecting it. When you took it, boom, now look at this. Only two pieces are protecting it while two are attacking it, right? So I can lose this position. So I just developed my knight. And the intention behind this knight was very unique because I'm like thinking like a grandmaster, a really grandmaster. So intention behind this was that if he will take it, boom, and I will open my rook track to his king, and that's very bad for him because he cannot protect it by just moving pieces because if he move his queen that's a bad loss because rook is not more worthy than queen. So if he want to move his bishop, no longer his bishop is there because that pawn is protecting that area, so he have to move his king. And you might think that why I'm thinking like this, because if he doesn't take it like boom, it's a fork, and knight is attacking three pieces, the strongest three pieces at the same time. So yeah, he's also done there because he don't want to do that because he's 200. So he took it, and he doesn't castle because if he castled there, the result might be different. He developed his knight, and that's bad move. That's really really bad move, right? Because he have to castle, and I just give him a check, and he moved his king on the wrong side. Why? Boom, boom. That's why I'm saying I am going to reach that grandmaster level as soon as possible. And you might see that how I see this because to be honest, I solved thousands of the puzzles. Like I really really love to solve puzzles. And when I solve puzzles, my mind get used to these positions. And when I play games, I suddenly my mind ticks. Boom, this is the position. Play this, play this, play this. And that's how I games most of the games. Like I do blunder a lot of times. Like I remember when I have 20 materials more than my opponent and he checkmated me because he has only one queen and king. He checkmated it there. That was the most embarrassing moment of my life, and I also uploaded this video on this channel. You can see this video. So boom, and he lost his queen. But now my intention behind this was that I want to fork this king and a rook, but he just protected it. That's a bad move. Why? Because I played something really genius. Because now his knight is protecting that pawn, right? What if I will took his knight, and if he took it with pawn, I will fork him again because fork is there. There's a very famous grandmaster who said that when a piece is protecting somebody, you can took it, and when they took it back, you will take it the other pieces because this is how you win pieces. So I took it, and boom and boom. Now he's completely lost. And he also resigned there. He's also resigned there because he have no move. He have no move. His one rook is gone. His other rook is in jail, like literally jail.